Okay, in this video we're having a look at bus and TV schedules and how to read them, because it often comes up in the exam that they'll give you a timetable and you have to work out whether there'll be a bus available. And also as well, these are quite often used in real life. In between having my own car and well, not having my own car, I used to use the bus frequently and had to learn how to use the bus timetable, so you can be in that same position. So what are schedules? Well, schedules are timetables that let us see when the next event occurred. So different examples, you've got bus schedules, so you can see when the next bus is arriving or see when it arrives at a particular place. TV schedules to see when the programs are on. Lesson times, if you ever go to a course or part of a college, or you decide to do a part-time course afterwards, there are schedules, and there can even be work schedules, for instance times which you can book yourself in certain jobs. I worked as a pizza deliverer at one point, and there were schedules that we had to meet and times when we worked at. So this is an example of a bus times table or bus schedule, and we got the place names on the left and different times on the right. Remember, if you're unsure with your times, make sure you have a look at the videos in the pre-GCSE section on how to tell the time and how to work with it. So if we've got a question here, this person is at Bransby Horses at 11:45 and they want to know what time they get to Saxilby. So how do we go about solving that? Well, the first thing is to find the name of the Bransby Horses, the station that we're at, and then make our way across to the time that they've told us. So in this case, the Bransby Horses is at 11:45. Now, when you go downwards from there, that will take you to the time that it arrives at the next particular station. So if we go downwards from the 11:45 time, by the time we get down to the row of the Saxilby High Street, you can see that there's nothing there, that the bus doesn't stop there at that particular time. So what we'd have to do is we'd have to keep on going. We get to the bottom of the timetable and then start at the top of the next column and work our way down. So the first time that we get where it arrives at Saxilby is this 2 o'clock time by here. So the answer to the question is 2 o'clock. So if ever there's a time missing, you just have to keep on going. And if ever there is a time when there's nothing in that space, or you get to the bottom of the column, you have to go on to the next column and follow it down till you come to a time. Remember, if it's the last column and there's nothing there, then those are the times at the end of the day. So, you know, the bus, in other words, doesn't get to that point again. So I reached Saxilby High Street stop at 3:05. What time will I get to Lincoln bus station? So the person has, this time it's not the bus has arrived at the Saxilby High Street, but the person has walked there. So first thing we're going to do is go to Saxilby High Street and look across to the first bus before that time. So when you're going across, 2 o'clock is before it. We go across the next one, 3 o'clock is before it. If we go to the next one, 4 o'clock is after it. So we're going to use the 1500 time. We can't catch the 1500 bus because it'll have missed us. So we keep on going to the next time. So it's the first bus that's after the time we arrive there, or the same as the time we arrive there. So if we'd have been there at 3 o'clock, we'd have been fine with Saxilby High Street, but unfortunately we arrived at 3:05, so we go to the next time, in this case 4 o'clock, 1600. So what time will we get to Lincoln bus station? Well, the next job then is to go down until we get to the same row as Lincoln bus station, and the time tells us that we would arrive there at 4:15. So a last question then, I catch the 3:50 from Sturton by Stow. Can I get to the Lincoln bus station? So we're going to go to the row with Sturton by Stow and go all the way across until we get to 3:50. Then we're going to make our way down, and if you look, there is no time on the Lincoln bus station. There is no further column to the right. So as a result, no, you can't get to Lincoln bus station if you arrive there at 3:50. Here's an example of a TV schedule then. So we've got the different channels at the top, and we've got the different times for the programs on each channel. So for instance, this first one here, if I wanted to know how long the news was, I'd go from the news starts at 5 p.m. The weather, the next program starts at 5:30 p.m. So in other words, the news was half an hour. So this column by here, how long is the news on the Nature Watch channel? So I'm going to go to the Nature Watch channel up the top, not Nature Watch plus one or these two by here, and then go down to the news. I look at the start time by going across to the left, 5 p.m. I go down to the next program and look at the start time, and the start time of this program was obviously the end time of this one, excluding any adverts between. So now I can simply work out that it starts at 5 p.m, finishes at 5:30 p.m. Well, 5:30 take away 5 p.m. is 30 minutes. The program was 30 minutes long. So can I watch Amazement if I watch Pampered Pets till the end? If not, how much will I miss? Well, in this case, we haven't been given a channel, but the only channel that does hold Amazement is this one by here. So I then have to find Pampered Pets, and it's said specifically on Nature Watch plus one. So I go to the Nature Watch plus one, go all the way down to find Pampered Pets, and I know that Pampered Pets starts at 7 p.m. and then I can look down to the next program to see that it ends at 8 p.m. My next job is to go over to the column with Amazement in it. I know that it's starts at 6:30 p.m. and it ends at 7:30 p.m. So looking at these two sets of times now, I can see that the Pampered Pet starts at 7 p.m. and ends at 8 p.m. Sorry, the Amazement starts at 6:30, and then it clashes with the Pampered Pets because 7 p.m. comes before Amazement starts. 7 p.m. comes before 7:30. So because the start of the next program is before the start of the end of the Amazement program, that tells me that no, they overlap, so they can't be both watched. If I'm asked for how much it'll be missed, well, 7:30 p.m. this one ends, and 7 p.m. this one starts. So I do 7:30, take away 7, giving me 30 minutes. 30 minutes of the program has been missed.